Hi. I'm very sick today, so excuse my voice, but I was thinking that I was gonna be recording some music today and thought that you would like to maybe come along and see what I'm gonna be doing, because I'm gonna be recording at home today for a new Zini song. I've recorded most of the other instruments, and there's just this one little sort of instrumental part that I'm not that happy with, so I'm gonna be re-recording it at home since reasons. So if you would like to come along, then let's go. Okay, so here's the actual project itself. As you can see, there's a lot of tracks, a lot of different microphones recording different percussion instruments and some oud and a lot of different things. It's a song that's very influenced by, as usual, Middle Eastern music, particularly Sufi music, and also some more electronic elements, modern electronic elements. I also use Reason for the most part at home. I've always used Reason. I think it works fine for me because that's the program I know how to use, and I have no other reason than that. I think it's a fine program. So as I said, most of these other instruments are recorded in a more proper studio, and it's just this last part, this last solo, you could say. I don't like to use that word, but it's a sort of a solo that, you know, isn't that great. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and it's a solo on an instrument called saz. I'm going to be giving you an introduction to that instrument as well. But so that's the gist of it. That's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm not going to be able to show you much of the song because I don't want to give it away too early, but I can give you a short preview just so you get the idea of the sound and the feel of it. So here you go. So the first thing I have to do is set up the microphone, and I'll be using this Aston Origin microphone, which is, wait, let me guess, so this one, which is a cheap microphone, but surprisingly good for the price actually. It's been working out pretty well for me, recording demos and other stuff as well. I do have an SM7, a classic SM7, but I've always felt like the Origin picks up some acoustic instruments better in those high-end aspects, those high-end frequencies. I think this song's going to turn out pretty cool. I've been collaborating with some really talented musicians. So first off, I've been working again with the amazing percussionist Morten Hillbom from Sweden, whom I worked with on the previous song Wahda, and also on another song that's not released yet. And so he's playing on this, and it's fantastic. And also I have a ney player from Tehran called Baram Dejur, who'll be playing a ney solo. It's a flute solo. In a section of the song as well. So a lot of really talented people, and I think it's turning out pretty cool. So the instrument I'll be recording today is this instrument, as I mentioned, called saz. So this is the instrument. It's called a saz, also known as a Baglama, and it originates in Anatolia, in Turkish and Kurdish cultures. It's been used historically for a long time. It's a long-necked lute. It's got usually 2 double strings and then 1 triple string. Well, that differs. Well, this one I've removed one of the strings on the last one, so it's 3 double strings, and it's got a very characteristic sound that sort of brings your mind to that region of the world, sort of Turkey and Kurdistan and all that. It's been used traditionally in certain religious circumstances, religious contexts as well. A lot of Sufi groups have used this. A lot of like the Bektashis and other Kurdish and Turkish folk groups like the Alevis, and just generally in traditional classic Turkish and Anatolian music. This is an instrument that's been very prevalent. I bought this one in 2014. It's not a very expensive one. And so let me just make this something clear. I am by no means a saz player, a professional saz player. I play mainly oud, the Arabic lute. And I can sort of get around on this instrument, but I am no professional player, so that's why I'm a bit worried about this recording. I hope I can sort of live up to the quality of the rest of the instruments, since I've been working with some really talented musicians. So I'll be doing my best. I'm going to be warming up a bit, and we'll see sort of how it goes. There are different ways of playing this instrument. Some people play it with their sort of fingers, their hands. Others play it with a pick. I have a kind of pick, a plectrum. And there are different variants of this, but mine looks like this. Let's see if I can, like that. It's a very small one. So there are different variants, but that's the one I use. Yeah, it's a beautiful instrument. I really love it. I wish I could play it better. The sound card I'm using for this is this M Audio Fast Track. It's only got two 2 channels, but I don't need any more because I'm just going to be recording on one microphone, and so it's all fine. Okay, so I recorded like 4 or 5 different versions of the solo. I think there's some good stuff in there. So I'll listen to it and I'll see which version, which take was the best, and then I'll probably use that one. So I think most of that stuff turned out good. I really like the first and the third takes, and so I don't know which one I'll pick, but I'll give you like a taste of some of it. Maybe the first take here. Here we go. Oh, great, no sound. Here we go. It sounds pretty good. I'm actually kind of surprised at how good it sounds. The Saz it's a very clear sound, and like there's barely any background noise or grain at all. Which, I mean, I usually get some of that with the microphone, but I'm trying to make it sound like I know what I'm doing, but clearly I don't. Even though I've been doing this for many years, but yeah, I'm very happy with at least the sound. I'm pretty happy with the take as well, but especially the sound. I think this is gonna be fine. I released an oud album, an album of oud improvisations back in 2017, and that whole album was actually recorded right here, but with the SM7. So if there's anyone out there that think that they need a lot of money or the studio to record, I mean, sure, it's good to have a studio if you want to record like a full band or sort of a rock ensemble or anything, but for more simple recordings, you don't need more than a, you know, quiet room and a microphone and a sound card and a computer. My point is, you don't need much stuff, expensive stuff, to make things sound good. You can start recording at this very moment, basically. It's all about the soul of the music anyway, and not so much about how it sounds, or it's about expressing yourself, it's about creating art. And you know, a lot of times that kind of low budget sound can be used to your advantage, because that gives the music character as well. So that's what I've been trying to do here. I think for a lot of these new Zini songs, you know, it's not always a full band song, and we don't always need a studio recording. We can do things more simply, which also I think gives it more character. It's sort of charming, and I like it that way. So. That's how it can look when I record from home. You can get surprisingly good sound quality if you know what you're doing. Not that I know what I'm doing, but I really like how this song is turning out. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. I don't know when it's gonna be released, maybe this year, maybe early next year, we'll see. But there's another song that we recorded a couple of years back, 2 years, called Filahi, that's going to be coming out pretty soon. It's a sort of rock-oriented song, which was a while. Well, it's been a while since we did one of those, so look forward to that. It's going to be out maybe this fall or late summer, we'll see. And so I hope you enjoyed this short video, just me taking you along for a very simple home recording of Asas on one of the new Zini songs, and it was pretty fun doing this. I might do something like this in the future again. So, and I will see you in the future.